I'm standing here on the Spotsylvania Court House battlefield, and I'm in one of the most iconic spots on probably any American Civil War battlefield, and also one of the more heart-wrenching places. This is the Muleshoe Salient in the Confederate line, also known as the Bloody Angle. On May 8th, Confederates had constructed this line as they arrived here at Spotsylvania Court House. But where we're at, this is the weak point of the Confederate line. Realizing that, Lee will bolster this line with 30 cannon and very strong earthworks. It is still vulnerable, however. He is not the only one that notices this. Lieutenant General Ulysses S. Grant, commander of all Union forces, will notice that this is the weak spot as well. And on May 12th of 1864, he will send General Winfield Scott Hancock and his 20,000-man 2nd Corps to attack this location. Initially, the Union troops will come across the line, taking it, capturing 3,000 men and 20 cannons. It'll actually be one of the most successful attacks, Union attacks, during the American Civil War. But the capture of this Muleshoe Salient is absolutely detrimental to the Confederate Army. This can nearly cut, or could even completely cut, the Army of Northern Virginia in two and threaten its very existence. Robert E. Lee knows that he has to either make a counterattack in an attempt to regain the lost ground, or at least buy time to be able to set up another defensive line. Close to the one that's actually behind me, about 1,000 yards, which was one of the outer lines of his defenses. For the rest of the day, the generals, Grant and Lee, will funnel troops into this area. The fighting here at the Muleshoe Salient will go on for 22 hours, from May 12th into May 13th. There will be more than 17,000 men killed, wounded, or captured. The bodies will pile up out here, 3, 4, 5 deep. One soldier will say it is a perfect rampart of the dead. The Union troops that are attacking here will be able to fall back into a ravine and then rush the Confederates again. Hand-to-hand combat will occur in this area. We will have men beating each other with the butts of their rifles, stabbing each other with bayonets and swords, point-blank range shooting, fist fighting. Anything you can think of, it will happen. This is another grim hand-to-hand combat. Private David Holt of the 16th Mississippi Infantry described the terrain here. He said the hill dropped abruptly to a branch a short ways in front of the breastworks. The Yanks could come up behind the hill and have a short distance to charge in the open. They massed under the protection of the hill and made a rush at us over their own dead and wounded. Corporal John Haley of the 17th Maine said that every Confederate realized the desperate situation and every Union soldier knew what was involved. For a time, every soldier was a fiend. The attack was fierce and the resistance fanatical. This is one of the bloodiest spots on any American Civil War battlefield. And as I said, it's one of the most heart-wrenching. The death that occurs here is astronomical. Had the Union Army been able to break that Confederate line, maybe they win the American Civil War. But they're not able to do that. The fighting will go on until April of 1864.